process.
This is The Spot. The Spot with your host, Prophet Pete and DJ Shawn Recognize.
Yo, what up, world? You already know. We here, y'all. We here, y'all. And you already know. I had this whole joint set up for today, but literally I forgot what it was because it just really happens that way because we live. So, you know, but your girl was going to call me something. I was going to do something to her, and it was just going to be all right because she keep it tight for me. You heard? It's your boy, Prophet Pete.
Yeah, we heavy tonight. We heavy tonight. We heavy tonight. We got sound effects and all.
Right.
Of course,
and
it's supporting this boy. You know, I got your girl. I call her MLB because her box fits my ball like a catcher's mitt. Shawn Recognize.
Gang,
up,
gang,
girl?
gang. What up, world?
Plug in the building.
That's what we doing tonight, y'all. We gonna be blowing shit up, but we gonna be laughing. We gonna get some applause. Yeah. Might have to let us some gunshots. I'm just saying. Right? Feel great being back in the city, man. No lie, no shit. Back in the city. I can't say it's like I never left. But I can tell you that
everywhere you go, the city is in you, no matter where you are.
Right.
Pause.
Pause. Right. So of course, you know, touchdown in the city on Sunday. Got here early, super duper tired, up 3 a.m. just to catch a flight, kind of thing. And for those of you that like to fly and like to travel, word of advice: make sure you have that TSA pre-check. Because I got to the airport and that security line was looking heavy. Then I went through TSA pre-check. There was only me and one other motherfucker on that line. That shit was great. I was like, you ain't gonna spend $80 just so, or I think it's $80, $90. Go to a Staples, you submit your passport, your documentation, and then boom, it's like one and done. That's just good for like 3, 4, 5 years or whatever.
You're in and out like a crack house.
Yo, you know how TSA flights are now. You gotta take your shoes off. All large electronics need a separate basket. You know how people travel. You know you got 40 baskets.
That saves you time international too. At customs, you know, you got a whole different section that you come out. You know, you ain't got to stand in that long ass line. That's kind of like it's kind of like the loophole. A lot of people don't know about it, but yeah, it's true.
So there's two of them. There's a TSA pre-check, and then
there's global entry.
Oh, they have one of those too. Like I know about clearing TSA pre-check.
Yeah.
So all right. So there's the third one. All right. So look.
Yeah, you get that global entry. That's the one you could rock. You come through, you throw your documents, throw your little hand up in there, read your hand or your fingerprint or whatever, and then bit bop de boop. You know what I mean? You mess with the machine, you don't even talk to a person. You know what I'm saying? Get your bag and keep it moving. Go pick up your luggage and you're on. You know what I mean? Just a little extra, like you say, it's a service. You got to pay for it, but you know it ain't nothing but a little interview. And once they get you, you know, all your credentials together, you're good to go. So it pays, man. Definitely saves time and aggravation. If you do, I'm just saying, if you're one of those people who travels extensively, especially if you're international, yeah, it's priceless, you know.
Yeah. So I want to say something, right? Being in New York, I just gotta say fuck New York on this one. Love New York, love New York, right? But fuck New York.
I know what you're gonna say. That's why I'm laughing. Go ahead, give it to him.
One, public transportation, fucking right?
Yeah.
2, why is it when I drive to New York, I can't find a parking space? I fly to New York and all I see is parking spaces.
Yeah, it's like finding gold on the streets, man. I tell you, it's the same thing. Yep. If you're not driving, you see all of the parking.
I said, what the fuck? And wait, hold up, right? Because since we're on the fuck New York shit right now, I know this is Hispanic Heritage Month, but fuck the Mexicans on the electric bikes, because I almost got hit by like about 10 of those niggas today. Like, you see somebody walking, why is it that none of y'all niggas got ride side by side, shoulder to shoulder?
He said on the electric bike too, huh?
The electric bike out here, the electric game is crazy, bro.
He trying to hurry up. He trying to hurry up and get back so he can get that other get that next order. That's what it is. He on the move. He ain't fucking around.
Between the moped and the electric bike, like literally, and
Yeah.
I got like I listen to sound very well.
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers was up on me, like literally, like they was like shoulder width away, and all I felt was the breeze. I'm like, how the fuck didn't I hear y'all coming? It's not like being out here with cars, bro. And you hear a car coming. These electric shit.
Yeah, they move like little pumas.
Yeah,
very stealthy. Very stealthy. Roll right up on you. This your fruit. Oh, where you come from, man?
Yo, that's it.
So, on point, boy.
Fuck New York on that, because people are out here running around on these mopeds and these bikes, no license plates, no nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even say, I saw what he was riding, I got the partial license plate. They out here with just little scooter plaques on the back of this thing.
Yeah.
Yo, it's crazy out here right now.
And I know you better wear some light colored clothing at nighttime. Y'all people walking around here all black hoodie with the black sweats and the black boots and the shoes. You better put a damn glow ring on or a light stick and put that shit in your pocket, because you're gonna get popped in traffic. I'm telling you, on the late night, something reflective is required. A white scarf, something.
Yo,
white shoelaces. Go Michael Jackson on them. White socks. Don't go out. I'm telling you, man, on the late night, because I'm driving and dude is just strolling across the street. You know, it's probably like 2:30. He ain't got no place to be, nowhere to go, I guess. I'm pitch black. And I saw him. You know, it wasn't too late when I saw him, but it could have been bad if I wasn't paying attention. You know what I mean? One of those scenarios. And I was like, look at this brother right here. He just disregarding it, no care in the world. But it is what it is, people. Just be safe out there, please. Especially if you're in traffic at night.
Yo, for real. But there's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot.
Man.
Just the day in itself, having conversations with your elders, I think is super duper important, and connecting with the people that you really rock with and vibe with or whatever. One, make sure everybody you connect with or everybody you operate with, you give them their flowers while they're here, because you can't give it to them when they're gone. Also, make sure that you really take the time out to remember where the hell you came from.
Man, say it again.
Remember where the hell you came from. Like, it's real. Like,
yes.
Literally, just a little while ago, having a conversation about situations of how I grew up, some of the things I went through, my parents being my parents, and me just having a conversation with my mom. She's like, yo, you guys were allowed to do a lot because we wanted you. And when I say they wanted us to do it, my mother and my father wanted us to experience the world for what it was. But still had a little bit of restraint on us and kept us in check. So we didn't step out of pocket. And I've experienced a lot of things in my life. I could say I'm very street smart, but book smart as well. And I've experienced a lot more negative things in my life than I think positive things. But I still focus on the positive things. It's only because I knew what I grew up in and what I didn't want to continue. My children don't even know what it is to live in a hood, because those niggas will never know. They might visit it, but they will never live it.
They might drive through it.
Drive through it. They like, yo, what's this? This look like a whole nother world. Yo, I was in the South Bronx today, and I said, yo, this shit really hasn't changed, but so much. 149th Street, 3rd Avenue. I'm out there in those
Yeah,
streets.
certain areas, the last to be gentrified. You know what I mean? Those areas that still hold the essence of the city, but really, P Money. If I don't know, man, what the numbers look like where you at, but the numbers is going up everywhere, brother. All the rents and stuff. You been paying attention to this?
Yo, uh, remember when rent stabilized apartments was like, yo, you was paying $100 a month?
Yeah,
It's
yeah, that's
not that.
out of here. That's out
It's
of here.
not that no more.
Yeah, that's out of here now, brother. Ain't no parts of that anymore.
Yo, to hop on a New York City Transit bus or train is $2.50. There's motherfuckers that used to pay a quarter to ride mass transit, and I was alive when that shit started. I'm not talking about something that I didn't experience.
Right.
Right, like $1.25 was a thing. Like I think I was a teenager when it hit $1.25. We had two
Yeah,
big.
and everybody was tripping in like a dollar 25.
Like I got to
The
bring
hell
out
you know?
names too. Look, yo, it's real. But you hear that Joe Biden, right, our president right now, is
Joe Byron.
yeah, he's
Shouts out to them.
basically right. He's basically saying, look, y'all elected me as president, and the small price to pay is that we keep our United States safe, but gas prices going up is okay.
Yeah.
Like nigga, we didn't bring you into office to have gas prices go up, nigga. We could have stood with Trump. That you would have figured it out. Nigga would have blew up China on some shit just because he didn't want gas prices to go up.
Yeah, we've definitely been in a war already. If that mug was still there, definitely be fighting in some kind of war. We would definitely be getting blown up, shot at, something.
We would
De-
definitely. I can tell
Definitely,
you one thing, no lie. If Trump was still in office, we would be on the other side of that Ukrainian Russia war.
we'd be tied up in it. We'd definitely
We
be.
would be in it blowing up the Ukraine just because Putin is doing what he doing.
Mm-hmm. That's his boy. You already know. Over 200 mass shootings this year already. P Money. Over 200 just this year. It's not. This is June. We in. We just starting the 6th month of the year, and we already over 200 mass shootings. They call them. But we also got to remember, the sensationalism with the media and social media and all of these different platforms that um, amp up a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it could be a shooting that's not necessarily a mass shooting, but they're gonna put that tag on it because they want to try to add on to add fuel to the fire, so to speak. So you got to be careful about the stories, and what they're called, and what the actual story is. Make sure you get your news from a reputable source, as second and third handed, and start running with the glow. But yeah, man, that's terrible, brother.
No, and when you think about it, right, 200 mass shootings. I don't know what they categorize as mass shootings. If it's more than one person, I guess it would be a mass shooting. Just like if there's
Yeah,
more,
in a group, like, yeah, I guess more than five or something like that.
right? I know when it comes to us, right? If someone commits a crime and there's more than three people standing there, it's gang related.
Well, there was a shooting outside of a school last week, right? Graduation or something like that. And they call that a mass shooting. You know what I mean? That wasn't nothing but some, what I'm saying, young niggas acting stupid, popping off at each other probably, and it was a bunch of people. It was out, in public, so they call it a mass shooting.
I'm sorry. I just want to say this.
Hmm.
I wish I just where we could get back to um the natural violence of things. I know
Right.
that kind of a little crazy right now, but the natural violence of things. If
Hmm.
we have a problem and there's something we need to solve, We don't got to end nobody life. We
Yeah.
sit, take a couple of lumps and bumps, and then we move the fuck on. This whole thing about pulling out a gun, somebody says, yo, I don't like the way your laces are tied up on your shoe. And, oh, you hurt my feelings, so now I got to put a hot one in you. I think is way too far extreme. I think we need to get back to whipping our kids' asses so they know what it is to get hit. And then when they outside, they know how to defend themselves. And then two, the first time they do get hit, it's not this shocking, oh my gosh, what is that? My life is over kind of thing.
You know what it is. You used to that energy because then there goes the argument of already keeping the family together because with the feminine provider energy, you got to have the the stern kind of disciplinary energy as well. You know what I mean? You need both the yin and the yang, and they work together in harmony to mold the child. So you know what I'm saying? If you can't have both, it makes it kind of hard to instill those qualities. You know what I'm saying? That's where you end up with these, some of these kids that got hugged too much. You know what I'm saying? And just they soft basically. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna get into specifics, but you know what I'm saying.
And like to get a little personal with me growing up in my situation, of course, like I said,
P Money's about to get personal, y'all. Hold on.
Right. It's one of those things
it's
that
about to share.
Me growing up, it was we had to be tough in the street, right? My mother was the nurturing, caring one, but she grew up and she from Brooklyn, so it was like, yeah,
back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Right, basically, right. But that's kind of the way that I grew up. And my mother was like, "Yo, everything is good until somebody tests you," right? But my mother was the the s- the the softness and the hardness at the same time. And then when it came to my father was like, "Nah, no, don't
Yeah.
let them test you. Did they test you? You got to handle them. You got to show them what it is." And it was weird. And when I tell this story, some people could relate to it, some people won't. When me and my siblings or me and my younger brother would get into it, it wasn't like an argument. Like literally, like we would throw hands at each other. And it didn't stop until somebody drew blood from someone else.
Right.
Like it didn't matter if it was him or if it was me. It was just one of those things. And then after that, we gave each other a hug. Yo, I love you. I don't know if you want to call that dysfunction in whatever way, but that
Nope,
was
that's perfectly natural. That's how it goes down, man. That's how that's how siblings do it, and then as it should be.
right. And it was one of those things. And if we look back to even growing up watching National Geographic, two lions are sitting there and they trying to figure out, yo, who's the dominant one at that moment. Boom, the one that drew blood first is the one that sit there and he king that day. He might not be king tomorrow, but he king today. So we need not to remove that from society because we breed people that can't take a comment or not getting a like or something not happening in the way they think it's supposed to happen. And then
Yeah,
like, I don't even fit into this world no more, so I need to go.
it's the era of I can get away with too much, so I'm just gonna go jump out the window every chance I get. You can argue with your favorite celebrity now via this little phone that you hold in your hand every day. So the accessibility is there. Uh, you know, these people, some of them, they don't have jobs or anything going on in their life, so they want to, take that time to spread negative energy. And then if you're just doing your thing, perfect case in point. You heard about the? Have you been watching the Star Wars the new Star Wars series on Disney Plus? I know you do
No,
the movie segment every week. Okay,
no,
so
but I do got something we need to talk about.
yeah, okay, I know you do. But all right, so this one you may not have seen this one yet. They got a series on there. It's called Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? basically. You know who it's about, right? 3-part series. um, um, and they have on there a sister who's playing one of the characters. I don't want to give away what she's doing, for everybody that hasn't seen it, they can check it out. She's in there. She's one of the main characters, right? And she's been getting some negative feedback, to say the least, from some of the hardcore Star Wars fans. Let's just call them that. They hardcore, all right. Basically being rude and discriminatory and racist, and throwing remarks at her, and just criticizing her for being her. Like, we're not supposed to have no black people in space, I guess. You feel me? That was always kind of like the running joke. How come we don't see no black people on Star Trek and the Jetsons and and Star Wars and stuff like that. It was like few and far between until you saw Samuel L. in there. You was like, oh, okay, they finally threw one else in there. And then I think Whoopi was on Star Trek. She was on the series. Her character was in there. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of like people who don't have anything better to do but just hate on the fact that they decided to give her that role because of her talent, and they believed in her, and it paid off. I think she did an amazing. I watched it. You know what I'm saying? I watched all of it, and I think she did an amazing job. Had she been any other color, I would have said the same thing. It ain't just because she's a sister, but people just sometimes wake up and hate just because they don't have nothing better to do, and that's kind of what's happening. And she's taking it very well. I saw, I don't know if it was a tweet or Instagram. I think it was Instagram. Anyway, I saw on Instagram, and she was basically responding to people, telling them, "Hey, if you feel differently about me being in there, you're weird." And that's what it is. You are, man. You're weird if you're hating on somebody just because they're not like you, but they do a great job in a franchise that maybe you've been a part of since you were a kid. I get it. I get the connection. But people zapping out like, "Oh, is there nothing sacred? You gotta have them and But yeah, I can throw this. You can put the alphabet stuff in every little movie and commercial and this, that, and the third, and make us the face of that 9 times out of 10. But that's all right. You feel me? So,
but that's the hidden
too. Yeah, let it rock.
That's the hidden agenda. And
yeah.
I don't want to get off topic though, but it's June 2nd. June 1st is LGBTQ Appreciation Month.
Yes, sir. You're all right. You're all right.
The month of June is celebrating or honoring the LGBTQ community. Now I know we're celebrating it, but like you just said, there's a portion of that they utilize our faces to promote and put this celebration on Front Street. Mm-hmm. When I say that it's a hidden agenda, is we both know, right? Man on man can't make offspring. Female on female can't make an offspring. It is a way to limit our numbers, because regardless of what they say, it doesn't even matter how they want to paint it. We are all right.
And have you seen the new Barbie doll, P Money? Let me hit you with this one.
No, I have
the new Barbie doll. They have the new Barbie doll. It's the first ever transsexual Barbie doll, and it just so happens to be black.
Interesting.
Now why? If the first Barbie doll ever, and many afterwards were white. You know what I'm saying? Barbie was a white girl. Let's just keep it 100. You feel me? Why would you make the first transsexual Barbie doll a black one?
But
what message does that send?
But it goes back to what I just said. It's the hidden agenda, and injecting a certain narrative in a certain hue of individual, right? They tell us that we're the minority, but when it comes to numbers, we're the majority. So, like, we can't sit there and play that game when it comes to numbers, right?
Well,
Numbers.
our numbers are a lot more than what they say they are, because half of the time we're not filling out that damn that census form.
That shit is like, no, I
Three,
don't, I
four,
don't
five, 4 or 5 people in the house. Like, throw that shit out. I'm talking that out of here, man. Don't worry about winning.
nah, La Migra is coming through to pick us
You
up.
know?
Nah, all that.
Nah, buddy. No, thank you. So, yeah.
But it is also outside of the LGBTQ Heritage Month or celebratory situations that are going on this month. It is also the it is Puerto Rican Pride Month, man. The Puerto Rican Yo, ya tú sabes, yo te cojo, te mojo. I'm talking to all the mommies out there, for real, for real. If I catch you, I'm gonna wet you. That's just what it is. And when I wet you, I don't need no water. You heard? Bang. So, of course, next weekend we got the parade on Sunday. We got the festival that basically shuts down the Spanish Harlem, aka El Barrio, for the whole freaking day, man. So if you happen to be out here, man, make sure you hit up 116th Street from Pleasant Avenue all the way to the middle of the city. We talking about Fifth Ave. Boom. Typically shut down. You talking about that's the day that you need to walk and take public transportation, because you will be sitting in traffic for hours just to go 2 blocks.
And then,
So
plus, if you take public transportation, you're gonna see all kinds of special things, all kinds, all breeds, all colors and flavors.
yo, everybody Puerto Rican for the weekend that weekend, and I'm cool with it. Yo, I'm cool with it because growing up and seeing that, growing up in Spanish Harlem, a couple of blocks away from Central Park, and all that stuff happening. I remember standing on that parade line on the outside. My father used to walk the parade a few years ago. I was in the parade, but with a classic lowrider and all that, just being with my Puerto Ricans, and it felt great. But the love is just crazy, and that day, just people being together and uniting, and everybody looking the same. It doesn't matter you dark skin, light skin. People just assume being Hispanic means that you look a certain way. Now we come in all colors, shapes, and sizes too, man.
That's right. That's right. All
And
hues.
when you know your history, we are not different. It's just what they teaching in schools that make us think that we are different. There is no difference between us. So make sure you turn it up, man. Yo, that red, white, and blue flag. It doesn't matter how that shit is oriented on that piece of fabric, man. Just make sure you throw it up. The DR flag, the Cuban flag, Puerto Rican flag. Those shits are the same colors. They just
and you're gonna see mad car hoods decorated for the rest of the month. For the rest of the month.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, man. We got
in NY, that's how they get down for sure. So tell me if you heard about this DL Hughley and the Monique beef.
Oh. What they fighting?
Well, apparently there was a contract that they were both supposed to perform, and there seems to be some kind of debate as to who was going to be the closer or the quote unquote headliner of the show. All right. So apparently DL's piece of paper says that he's supposed to, be the last on the stage, and Monique's has a piece of paper that says the same thing. So now there's, some back and forth, and Monique already went on stage and jumped out the window at the concert and, called DL on the DL, and he bent over and called him what she called him? I don't want to misquote her, but she basically trashed him on stage instead of doing her jokes. She was like doing a monologue about him, and then DL actually came. I didn't know this part at first. DL came out later on and actually performed after she did, and said his piece and kind of chewed her ass up on stage too. You know how DL do. So people are like kind of split on this debate because you got some people that rock with Monique real heavy, and you got some people that rock with DL real heavy. And I don't know, man. I think I'm team DL. I wanna believe what Monique is saying, but the common denominator in all of the dramas with Monique always seem to be Monique for some reason. I don't want to make it seem like, oh, she's the angry woman, she's the problem. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying that the common denominator
Right. And
whenever,
we going
whenever there's an issue when her, in the business is it always seems to be her. Nobody else
right.
seems to have this problem. So I don't know, man.
You had the Netflix situation that was a
Right.
few years back,
You had the
all
Lee
type.
Daniels situation. You had the Oprah situation. You had the who else did she had the problem with Charlemagne, on the show on the Breakfast Club. You had that situation. So I don't know, man.
Sometimes, and I hate to say it this way, but as people, we tend to be so damaged and so distrusting
Yeah,
because a lot of things that have happened in our past.
that's a good word you use right there. P money damage. That's the right word. Go ahead. Say what you're saying.
And we come into situations not because of stuff that happened in our past. Everything that happens is a reflection of what we might have went through. It might not even be nowhere near the same thing, but somehow we relate that one thing to it.
Hmm.
And it's like, oh, they said hello the wrong way. And now we ready to turn all the way the fuck up.
Yeah,
Into a lot of situations that are unwarranted or unnecessary.
yeah.
And I think sometimes with Monique, with her, you know, with Monique's career, she has
30 years strong.
right being a comedian and doing the things that she does or that she did. She feels she should be further along, but
Right.
I don't think that has everything to do with the industry. It has everything to do with before she was Monique, the comedian that we know.
But you also got to remember too. Remember, Monique had a TV show at one time.
Right. And somehow that shit got fucked up.
She was one of the
So
queens of comedy. She had a TV show. She had been in more than a few movies. So
right, she feeling greater and she lost some weight too. So
got the Oscar. I mean, what more?
oh,
What
and
more did
that
she
was
do?
for pressure.
Yeah,
For pressure, like
yeah.
she's been there, and and I know it's hard to sit there and say this too, because even with having dope shows, dope radio shows, certain things, if you look a certain way, you ain't gonna get as far as the industry. You only gonna get as far
Yeah,
as
but
the
she,
industry.
like you say, she had lost some weight. She was starting to look, get her little shape or whatever. And I figured when she did that she was probably slimming down for like a movie role or something to that effect. I don't know. Maybe she did just do it for her health. Great, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But still,
You,
at
you
that
know, you
point,
know what I think. You know what I think.
yeah.
And I'm gonna say some a little off the wall right now. You know what stunt the growth?
What's that?
Everybody was worried about the sexual harassment because of the way she was going after Professor Ogilvy.
Uh huh.
Like she was coming for that nigga every day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She was wifed up before that motherfucker was like, yo, I'm gonna even mess with you.
Yeah, you couldn't even do a show like that right now. You know what I'm saying? At this moment
No,
in time,
no,
man, they'll be all over your ass.
it disappeared so quick.
Yeah, you can't put that on TV. Are you kidding me?
But speaking of TV shows, I got the it's not a movie of the week. It's actually uh
Series.
a series that they gonna bring back just for June 16th. So here we go, y'all.
High level radio, only on 106.1 high level FM. It's about that time of the night. Let's get into these smooth grooves one time for the one time.
Yo, so you already know, man. I bring you those things that you need to watch, man. We got the movie of the week, we got the series of the week, whatever you want to call it. It's that thing to watch, especially on those streaming platforms. It's very important that you take the time out to watch this. So June 16th, right? Now we already know that we celebrate Juneteenth in June, us as people of hue, and we have the Martin reunion. Now, from the original cast, we got 40 original. The only one that we missing is Tommy, because we all know that he passed away not too long ago. So rest in peace to Tommy. But we got everybody else. And just seeing them together, for those of you that don't remember or don't know, one of the reasons why the Martin show didn't go as long as it needed to go, because there was accusation that Martin was a little over friendly with Tisha Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of all that, seeing that picture that was on the screen, and let me just bring it back up. They put whatever differences aside, and they're there and they're doing what they do. So we got Pam, we got Cole, we got Gina, we got Martin. They're there. They're there, and they're going to do whatever they need to do, and they're going to bring back Black excellence. And I think that is awesome. For those of you that like those light-skinned ladies that always went for Gina, Pam was always my favorite. And I will tell you, when they say black don't crack, I don't know how old she is, but god damn, she
Which
looked
one?
wonderful.
You talking about Tashina Arnold or Tisha Campbell?
No, Tashina Arnold.
Yeah.
Pam. Right? I think that was the name on the show.
Yeah, her name was Pam on the show.
Right. So
Black don't crack, brother. Yes,
no,
sir.
and you know, outside of everything, you know, the only one I haven't seen, and I don't know Cole's actual name, but I don't remember seeing him in too much after Martin. But everybody else was doing their thing. And I just think that it's amazing that they're gonna bring it back, because this is the 30th year anniversary. So it's not that they just doing it to do it. It's people that are in comedy and entertainment or whatever it is. When you do something for 30 years and you're still relevant, it's something to celebrate. Because people that have been monumental to our growth, like they had a lot to say in what we did and what we didn't do.
Yeah, man, it was definitely that was the topic of discussion at school the next day, in the barbershop, whatever, at work. You know what I'm saying? People trying to do his jokes and or whatever they saw on there that night before. That was the culture right there, man. That was he injected the culture with that show.
Yo, and that I don't want to say that comic relief that would happen every so often, like Bro Man from the Fifth Floor.
Oh man,
like, Bro Man from he was just like
floor. Yeah, man.
He was just like real with it, Bro Man from the Fifth Floor.
Yeah, he was a stand-up comic too. He used to do stand-up. I don't know if you ever seen him before.
Yeah.
I think he did Def Jam, Def Comedy Jam, if I'm not mistaken.
Yo, and shout out to Talent the comedian. His show was on Monday. He also
just had a birthday.
Just had a birthday and been celebrating 30 years in the comedy game as well. So this is what that staple when it comes to us entertainers. We might not get that check mark when it comes to a lot of things, but for sure we tend to celebrate ourselves more than the industry does. And this is where I don't know what it is about 30. We probably do it at 30. We do it at 50. We probably do it at 20 as well. You know, that 10-year increment, we tend to really just focus on ourselves, and we just happy that we made it.
Nigga, we made it.
Yo,
Bah, bah,
and
bah, 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 bah. I'm sorry, just hit me, man.
and the crazy part is that recently I just saw something and talking about bars and everything else. I don't know what it is. I don't know how long ago Ether came out. Remember when Biggie and Nas had to be no Jay Z and Nas had
Who?
to
Yeah, Jay
Jay,
Z and Nas had to be. I was about to say, no,
Jay-Z
not Biggie. No.
not Biggie. But I know there was a situation between Biggie and Jay Z at one point. Um, but this was I had watched something and it was I was like, yo, this is interesting because it just diving back into the lyrics and the bars and this being, you know, testosterone driven show and we in the barbershop and we talk about bars and lyrics. This is where it's super duper important and never forget that Jay-Z started saying a lot of things in that response to Nas, and Nas called him out on it. And it was like, yo, you talking about you the king of the city, but it's only because Biggie passed away.
Yeah, you know that's always been a discussion, um, especially amongst the elite, the hip hop elite, if you will. But the discussion always ends up the same way with Jay at the end of the day saying, um, what did he say on what more can I say? We say I say a big verse. I'm only bigging up my brother, bigging up my borough. I'm big enough to do it. I'm that thorough. Plus, I know my own flow is foolish. So, uh, he's basically saying right there, I'm not biting. I'm bigging up my brother. You know what I'm saying? And he said recently, most recently, that yeah, if Big would have been around, it wouldn't none of this would have ever happened. He said Big would have survived, and we would have got the commission. And people that's probably 20 and under have no idea what the he's talking about. The commission, what's that? That was going to be the super group that was going to include Jay-Z and Big together. They was going to be in a group. Oh, noisy ass fan. I'm gonna have to turn that shit off. Um, and then you had I think Lil C's was also going to be a member, and Charlie Baltimore. They was all going to be it was going to be a super group. So imagine a commission album that would have probably blew the doors off of everything.
Everything it would have been
Everything.
over.
Everything.
So
But
when we sit there and we look at it, like, and we talk about it all the time, right? You got to know where it started to understand where you don't. And
don't know
you
if you don't know where you've been, then you won't know where you're going. Shouts out to real quick. Shouts out to my man Fruquan. Y'all make sure y'all go check out his platform, his YouTube space. The real Big Fruit is the name DAREALBIGFRUIT. Go hit him up. Tell him I sent you. Anyway, go ahead, P Money. I ain't want to forget.
yeah, but like we sit there and we look at certain things, and if we don't understand how it started, like I said, I was in the Bronx, South Bronx, and while I'm walking over the Willis Avenue Bridge today,
The Willis Avenue Bridge.
right? I remember when you sit there and we talking about the South Bronx and the bridge is
Yep.
over,
Yes,
what
sir.
what those areas look like. They don't look like that no more. Now they're
Yeah,
not. We're not talking about
that's
42nd
true.
Street Times Square type status.
Yeah.
But sitting there looking at it, I'm like, yo, this has come a long way. It's come a long way, but growing up in that era, I could appreciate how far it's come. It might not be the greatest, but you know what? Know that there's still progress to be made, and everything is changing all the time. Just like with the music and the bars. I was listening to, for some reason today, I have no idea what it was, but no matter where I went in the South Bronx, somebody was playing the Jada Kiss song. I'm like, I was like, Jada hasn't dropped the album in a minute, but they was sitting there just playing old school Jada today. Every
Yeah,
car that
hey, let me tell you something, man. Ever since that versus, brother, he's just been like, they done gave him the crown, being like, yo, he's running the shit because his drive and his resolve at that battle, brother, his resiliency, his intensity, everything with E at the end, he's doing that. You know what I'm saying? So,
yo, and for
you know,
real,
I know,
yo,
and I know the show, you know, the show money is looking so much better than it was, thanks to Fat Joe. Shouts out to Fat Joe.
yeah, and of course there was that bar that he spit while back. And it was like, if you sound like this, then sign right here. So it was like, yo, if you was doing what I'm doing and you kind of sound like me, you was getting a deal because
He was getting put on, and that was a thing too, man. Back in the day when you was trying to get a deal, they was like, well, you know, when somebody was trying to explain the artist to you that you know you was about to meet or they had the potential to bring to you. Well, who does he sound like? You know, that was like one of the first questions he had. What does he look? The first they say, what does he look like? And they say, well, who does he sound like? Oh, he's kind of like a cross between such and such and such and such, and you know what I'm saying? That's how they would bring
yeah,
cats to that, you know.
and that's how you will really get put on. So there's a lot of understanding who influenced you, and we've interviewed. Oh my gosh, what is this going on 4 years, right? That we've been here interviewing people,
Yeah.
and everybody has had some type of influence from somebody growing up.
Yeah.
And they could be a rapper, but gospel or jazz or whatever, the lyricism behind it has caused them to say, yo, I want to develop my own sound, my own style or whatever.
Yeah.
But they were influenced by something or somebody.
And I think it's all right if you sound like where you're from. You know, does that make sense? You know what I mean? If you're a Detroit artist and you sound like somebody from Detroit, then that's fine with me. I don't mind that. You know what I'm saying? If you from New York and you sound like you from New York, okay, good. If you from the South and you sound like you from the South, I'm perfectly fine with that. You don't have to sound like you from everywhere to be accepted or to even be big. You know what I mean? People, you just have to be yourself. You just have to be genuine, I think. You know what I mean? And people just gotta rock with you.
For me, what I thought was dope, and I wish we had more of it, was when the East and the West really started to blend.
Yeah.
When it came to the music, because you know, like a Dave East, he got a flow, but it's like an in between kind of to me.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm gonna tell you the first time I heard kind of like the fusion of that, like what you're talking about right there, like when when the East and the West really started to like gel, and it's not, and I'm not gonna say Ice Cube dealing with, you know, I forget the damn production team right now, it slips my mind, but them cats, the dudes that was Public Enemy, and anyway, I'm not gonna say that era. I'm gonna say MC Breed. You know what I'm saying? That kind of era right there. That
Yeah,
you know, doom 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 doom. When they was coming off of that, kind of like off of that uh uh George Clinton vibe, kind of, you know, everything was Atomic Dog sounding. That's kind of like what people thought of the, you know what I'm saying, the West Coast, very grainy with the keys and the wee, you know, we thought that's all it was. Then we started really hearing different music coming from them and artists that sounded like, you know, they was spitting the shit that we was spitting, almost like, you know, of course, you know, your geography is different, so you're gonna describe things differently, but it's essentially the same story. And then we started relating to each other's stories. You know what I mean? They always rock with the East Coast stories, but for the first time, we were starting to rock with the West Coast stories. Like, damn, this nigga going through the same thing I'm going through, and then we started to fox with each other. So I think around that time, whatever year that MC ain't no future in your frontin', y'all Google that. MC Breed ain't no future in your frontin'. Go to YouTube
So
right
what I
now.
want to do, because we just hit the top of the hour, so what I want to make sure, we haven't played this in a long time,
Okay.
but Kitty Low, the unit featuring Tony Farrell. We haven't played this in a minute. And then we got our guests in the building. So the guests are here. We're going to bring them in. We're going to chop it up. And then we're going to get in. After we do what we do with the guests, we're going to get into the hip hop news and new school and the old school joint.
So this is the joint you playing, the unit?
Yeah, the unit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, here we go, man, because you already know it's a spot favorite. Here we go, y'all.
Jill. And we back. P Money must be taking a pee break. Yes, sir. So we're about to bring our guest in very shortly. Once we get everything situated. Don't accept no Facebook links from me. If y'all listening, everybody, if you watching, somebody hacked your boy. Yeah. So don't do it. The feds is fucking with me. Something. You know what I mean? So don't accept no. I'm not gonna FaceTime you. Y'all know I don't play with the FaceTime. I'm gonna just call you. So don't accept that shit. I don't want nobody account to get jacked up. But the good thing is I'm hearing from people I ain't heard from in years today. So that's a beautiful thing. You know, when that's the one thing I can say Facebook is good for. It keeps us in touch with certain people. You know, it is useful for that. You know what I mean? That social media is like a superpower. It can be used for good. It can be used for evil. So, you know what I'm saying? Be responsible, man. Great. What Spider-Man, what Uncle Ben told Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. So be responsible. You know what I mean? Use it for good. Don't be stalking you know what I'm saying, your WCW.
Yeah, for real. Why would you
Turn your mic up, P Money. You low.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
There you go. I hear you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, got that lady low on. Oh man, that's a refreshing blast from the past right there. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Lady Low wherever she at, for real. Drop it down. I know it's about that time, so you want to bring her.
Yeah, she's out there in the DMV area. So shout out to her. She actually started her own podcast. So that's what's up. I might have to talk to her and get her join on the station, you know?
Yeah.
Know what I mean? So yo, before we bring our guests in, what I want to do is want to play, because we got two of their joints, but we gonna play one of their joints and bring them in. So we're gonna play that lollipop joint. So here we go, y'all. Let's get it.
Nelson is big. Nelson is big. Trentioo on this step. Y'all niggas know how I'm rocking. If you ain't fucking with me, you ain't fucking with me.
Yeah, she gone up the liquor, she need that. No sugar, you know what she feeding for. Puffin' this tree and I give it up. Yeah. She gone up the liquor, she need that. No sugar, you know what she feeding for. Puffin' this tree and I give it up.
We chase it, all of y'all bitches be basic. Roll her up in the blunt, I face it. Dodge your bullets, I live in the matrix. I'm sanctioned, I'll be around a whole lot of gang shit. TFE, we ain't nothing to play with. I move some killers, I move some dips. And all of my niggas about action.
They got me started and now I can't stop it. Empty the bullshit and fill up my pockets. Chris Paul, like I ball at my niggas, so get yours. And my brody, he got me. Claim me a friend, but he moving real oppy. I cannot trust in that boy with my problems, right? And they got me on timing. You not a star, you mad at I'm shining.
Everywhere I go, I stay with a stick. So little nigga, don't trip, don't trip. 40 with a beam and that bitch got a kick. Wave still spinning, I'm riding with slicks. Niggas is food, they politics. When my niggas you, we barely miss. 40 on my arm, so you know I got grit. Little nigga, don't trip, don't trip.
Niggas be bitches, they only be good cause the niggas they with. Constipation, we know you ain't shit. Niggas do dirt and then ride in the fish. Fuck around and get lined by they bitch. Fuck around and get lined by a bitch. I'ma keep working until we get rich. If you know then you know what it is. Yeah, she gone up the liquor, she need that. No sugar, you know what she feeding for. Puffin' this tree and I give it up. Yeah. She gone up the liquor, she need that. No sugar, you know what she feeding for. Puffin' this tree and I give it up. Yeah. Yeah. She gone up the liquor, she need that. No sugar, you know what she feeding for. Puffin' this tree and I give it up. Yeah.
Don't try.
Yo.
Yeah. And we back in the building, y'all. That was lollipop.
What's the word?
You want to talk about that real quick?
Hey, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, you know. It's how many licks, you dig?
Yeah.
So was there any, because
It's good, buddy.
we think about music, right?
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yeah. You good. You good money.
Yo, I know that
Oh, shit.
your phones turned the way y'all got them turned, but is there any way that y'all could turn them 90 degrees?
The phones?
Yeah.
Dang, there you go.
Yeah,
Good
we
money
just
right
want we just want you to fill up the screen. So, you know, when it comes to that, right? That whole lollipop joint, right? We talked about the beat and the chorus and everything,
Yeah.
right?
Who
That
did the beat? I want to know who did the beat first of all.
The beat, honestly, the beat got off. We got the beat off YouTube. I can't think of the producer.
Yo, I might have to join
who
back
did it.
up. I can't hear y'all.
Okay,
Wow,
yeah,
he
you
said he
might
can't
have to
hear us.
go out because you probably took a phone call. That's why you can't hear us. But make sure when you come back, you turn your phone sideways. Oh, he going up.
He's gonna come back in. He gonna come back in. You say what now? You've got it off of YouTube.
Yeah. Nels got it off of YouTube. He picked the beat out. He hit me up or whatever.
Wow.
He hit me up, whatever. I wrote like a little verse to it.
Yeah.
He wrote his verse, and then we went to the studio. And we did what we did.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. That's what I'm
Yo.
talking about. 1, 2, 1, 2. You hear us? You hear us?
Yeah, I hear y'all, man. My bad, man. We in here, man. Big
You
Long
good?
Island
You
shit.
good? You're
Real.
Big
good.
Long Island shit. You know the vibes, man.
What's good, Trentioo?
Turn your
You know the
phone.
vibes.
Turn your phone sideways. Turn your phone sideways.
Oh, you probably got to turn the auto rotation
Hold
on.
on. I got you.
Yeah. Y'all young enough to know what that means.
Bang.
Oh,
Yeah,
happy
that's
bet. Let's get it.
There we go.
Yo, what's good,
That's
y'all?
good.
Appreciate
That's
y'all for
good.
having us on here.
Of course.
Yeah, man. We was just
For real.
talking.
Definitely
we was just
appreciate
reminiscing.
y'all. Big shout
we
out
was
to the
just rem-
Ryan Show.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah,
I was about to shout him out right now. Yo, shout out to Ryan for making this connect. When Ryan hit me up, he's like, yo, he's like, these dudes doing it. Now, born and raised in Harlem, I raised my kids in Long Island.
Yeah.
Heavy.
And just knowing that y'all from out there, being from Harlem, I always thought Long Island was a certain way. That shit was, that shit, to me, I'm just going to tell you, legit, I ain't even know black people lived on Long Island.
What
We
part of
outside, yo.
Long Island?
Believe it or not,
First off,
we outside.
you gotta hold on. You gotta let them rep where they from. P Money. What part of Long Island we talking about? Tell the people. Tell the masses.
Oh, I'm fresh out of the Hamptons, turned up.
Okay.
Everywhere with it.
Wait.
Yeah.
No. You can't say you from the Hamptons.
I'm from the Hamptons. Facts.
Where motherfuckers go to ski.
That 4-hour
What
drive,
happened?
Hamptons.
That's where people go to ski in the Hamptons.
Shit. I don't be skiing, bro. I just be turning up. You heard?
Oh,
okay. That driving, no joke out there, brother.
That's a
to
fact.
get out
Traffic
there,
is crazy.
You gotta be patient, brother. I done took that trip many times. That's an all-day affair.
I just want to say this, man. It's one thing we want to do, and especially on this show, right, is to change the narrative. Right?
Get up on the mic, P Money. Get up on the mic because you
you
out.
talk about you from the Hamptons, right?
That's a fact.
Somebody says they from the Hamptons, and I just don't see you. And it's no offense to you. No offense.
Just don't see.
But you know what's crazy?
You don't see us out there. That's what he's trying to say. You don't see us out
I
there.
don't see us in the Hamptons.
But you know what's crazy? It's like
that?
That's a idea that a lot of people have. Like when they meet somebody, they like the Hamptons. Like what the fuck? Like nigga, I ain't even know niggas was out there. Like
yeah.
I'm thinking it's all uppity shit. Everybody rich. Like no, everybody's not rich. It's not like that. That's a myth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, and that's what's up, man. And I'm glad that we can have you on here today to show people that the world is bigger than what they put out there for us.
That's a fact.
He's here to dispel the myth, P Money. That's what he's trying to say. Now I just want to make the comment because you know what I'm saying. A lot of times I hear young fellas spitting on, you know what I'm saying, on some newness like what y'all was doing there on the lollipop joint. I have a problem with, you know, this new trend of, you know what I'm saying, people rhyming off beat. You know what I mean? Now y'all didn't do that. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all was riding the hell out of that. Y'all was riding.
Appreciate you.
Y'all was reminding me of I don't know if y'all know who what's the underachievers? You ever hear them cats?
Underachievers.
I'm gonna have to look into it.
Yeah, I definitely look into it.
Where they from? I'm saying
from,
I'm a real hip hop head, so I'll
they
look
from
into
NY.
it. Facts.
They from NY. Go look up the underachievers, and also go look at Flatbush Zombies. You know what I'm saying? I know you probably heard of them. Yeah, go there. Y'all give me that vibe right there. They do that spitting over some like amazing beats. You know what I'm saying? Their production is crazy. But yeah, man. So it was refreshing to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all riding the track the way that y'all was, because I feel like that right there is a stamp of approval in and of itself, because that right there shows you got discipline for what you're doing and you got respect for the art form.
Mm-hmm.
And that's first and foremost with us, man. You know what I mean? We don't care about, I ain't gonna say we don't care about your content. Of course we care about your content. You know what I'm saying? We want you to be saying something, even if it's just you having fun. You know what I'm saying? But just the care and the respect for what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? That almost comes first and foremost before everything. You feel me? And I feel like y'all was, I could tell right away that y'all was at least about what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? It's not just y'all went into the stool and did it that day. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, look, we did a song. You feel me? It wasn't like that. It was like, I'm quite sure y'all was really serious when y'all did it. So what?
But wait,
ahead,
before we get into anything else, he just do whatever was left over, whatever he was doing.
Come up to the mic, Pete. Come up to the mic.
Like T just do whatever he was doing in the moment over in the corner. Was that really necessary, or you could have just finished it? Like he tossed it in the corner, like he tossed the blunt in the corner.
Oh, nah, I gave it to my mans.
I'm
in the studio right now. I'm in the studio.
He's in a cipher, Pete. He's in a cipher. Let that man do his thing.
I'm like, I'm with my man's over there. He over there on the whistle on the game and shit.
Listen. I could have millions of dollars. I still ain't throwing no blunt. I'm finishing that shit.
No, that shit's still in rotation. That shit's still in rotation.
Yeah. It's going around, P Money.
I was just checking in on that
one. Yeah, no, that thing's still in rotate.
Yo, you mad funny for real.
Hell yeah.
So when it comes to that, like, you know, reading your bios and everything else, but when Ryan even told me about y'all and he was like, yo, they from Long Island, literally, until I got your pictures, I thought y'all was white. Yo, no lie, I swear to you. I swear to you, yo, and DJ Shawn recognized, could co-sign this shit. I was like, yo, we got some white boys coming on next week.
Heavy.
Like, literally.
That's exactly what he told me. And I was like, for real? I was like, what did I say? What was my first question? I was like, yo, are they nice?
like for real. So it's one of those things when it comes to your music and everything else, because I know, how would you categorize your music, right? Because we all know in hip hop, when it comes to us doing stuff, they put us in 1,000 categories. So how would you categorize the music that you guys make together?
I'd say pretty much like rap and hip hop, because we have not only just Lollipop, we got Geeked Up and also Rad. Rad is a little bit different than both Geeked Up and Lollipop. It's more of
some singy type shit.
Yeah, more melodies and more stuff like that. So,
and honestly, it's like to add on to what bro's saying, like rap and hip hop, like, because you know some people categorize themselves as drill artists or
right,
you know, melody artists. We not really in one category. We could do either which way, like, you know what I mean. We do whatever songs. And these shits, like, you know, big Long Island shit is real raps. Like, we out here just
everything
telling our facts.
is
like,
real.
You know?
It's not just we just putting it on a piece of paper and talking it. We're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
Really...
And if you listen to it and you hear it, because this is my Brody, I done known him for a long time. Like, you know what I mean? You can hear it when we rap.
Yeah.
That's why it's easy for us to just do that. You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
And that's interesting because, you know, if I was to sit there and just came across your music, I would categorize you guys as drill.
Drill.
Okay.
Have you listened to Rad?
No, I haven't. But
there it is.
I got Lollipop, and
But from what you heard, you saying from what you heard.
no, but like like just I'm just saying from what just got played.
Okay.
If I was just to go off of Lollipop,
Okay.
because
Talking that shit.
I'm a real music head too. So when it comes to just hearing that originally it being different from what I grew up and everything else, I'm be like, okay, y'all pushing that new trend, but it still hits a little different.
Cause we add that Long Island sauce in there a little bit, man. Everybody gonna know what it is soon. They gonna feel it. Everybody gonna feel it.
Telling you, man, no cap. Everybody gonna know.
He said they throwing the LI sauce on it, P Money.
Yeah, I'm telling you, wait till we get a little recognition. Everybody gonna feel what I'm talking about.
Because people really sleep, bro. There's a lot of art. Let me just say this: there's a lot of artists on Long Island who are talented. You know what I mean? But people really sleep on the island. Like, I don't know why.
Because we in the cut. Like we not compact as like the city is and all the other boroughs. We're out. Like we're out.
Yeah. And I
a lot of great acts came from Long Island. Now let's not forget. You know what I'm saying? You had members of leaders of the new schools from out there. You had EPMD was from out there. You had them. You know what I'm saying? I think Have It from Mobb Deep was lived out there from Hempstead for a while.
But you know what it is like
from Long Island that was doing their thing.
But with the new wave,
Rakim, goddamn it.
With the new wave, Brooklyn and the Bronx, they lit right now. They got the wave, so everybody's paying attention to what's going on. But we out here though, like that's what I'm saying. Yeah. We about to show people, like,
we outside, like. We really outside. We doing what we got to do as artists, like,
and we smart with it. You got to always be smart and just,
I think you got the right idea though. What you said earlier, how you say you could be versatile, you could do this kind of music, or you could do this kind of rap, or this kind of rap, or hip hop, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to be able to change with the time. And I think that that reference to the whole drill music thing is probably just the manifestation of that. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all giving y'all contribution to maybe what that drill sound is about. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like a wave right now. So of course y'all gonna gravitate towards the wave. You know what I mean? And then you're gonna put your spin on it, like you say. You're gonna put your LI sauce.
LI sauce. That's
then once you do that, then it becomes your own. It don't become just drill music no more. It don't become whatever a sound is. It becomes your sound. You feel me?
Exactly.
So you gotta incorporate that into your repertoire. So I'm anxious to hear what else they got. P Money. Let's get into it, man.
No, but before we get into that, I just want to say this, right? Probably when I first started doing what we doing right now, probably about 4 years ago, one of the first artists that I had on my show, like live in studio, was from Long Island, and I'm like, yo, this thing ain't gonna be hard. It's just being from the 5 boroughs. I ain't even respect when he came through. Seeing him in person, I was like, that whole real thing. That's how that went down. And then I was like, oh, okay. And now he doing the sentence right now over something that he did prior from him doing music. And I was like, I ain't know niggas was getting down like that in Long Island.
You gotta be careful, man.
I ain't even know it was like that. Right? But once I met him, I already knew what set he was claiming and everything else. Like, even with Lollipop and everything else, I could identify everything that's going on with you guys right now. For
yeah.
Just from the vernacular.
Right. We don't even got to talk about nothing.
When you outside, you sound like you outside. You smell me.
So I'm like, oh, okay. This is what we doing. We homies right now. That's all I know. So
man.
That's the way we going with that. But I want to get into this geeked up. But before we get into the geeked up,
y'all gotta announce that too, man. Y'all gotta intro that geeked up for the people, man. For everybody.
Yeah, geeked up. Fire.
You already know Big Long Island.
Big Long is fire. Yeah, that shit fire. Geeked up, man. Everybody go run that up on Spotify, Apple Music, everything on all platforms is streaming, man. They about to get to it and run it up, man. Tell me how y'all like it or whatever. I just know that shit geeked up, and everywhere we go, we geeked up, man. They know.
That's a fact.
They know the island way though, like.
But it just sounds like some real New York shit right there, and that's
Yeah,
all
it
I'm.
is. That's because it is.
Yo, you already
Niggas-
know it's the.
It's JM.
Major, that's you?
Niggas be talking about really don't got it. All of my niggas about making them profits. Trentioo, I'm the trending topic. Geeked in the party, this work feel amazing. If I gotta turn up Suffolk flaming. Little nigga, but I'm really dangerous. That's why they Big Mac. 40 with a beam and it comes with a Big Mac. Fuck all the chit chat. Start mumbling, turn to a strain. All of my niggas deserve that shit. For Ella, I've been putting that pain. Now my pockets full in the spot, of course, I can make it rain. Niggas be hating, these bitches be fake. Catch me in traffic with the K. Niggas is actors, niggas be capping. I'm not the driver, but I'm the captain. Rolling big joints, feet up relaxing. Shorty shaking ass, that shit be clapping. You ain't my nigga if you ain't by action. Fuck niggas won't catch me lacking, I'm somewhere low. Live with a bad bitch, can't fuck her if she average. Regardless where I'm at, I'm always packing. We geeked up in the party, these bitches going retarded. Straight Henny, no Bacardi, I'm woo walking at every party. Come to the island, we turned up. Get litty, act nice with the gang. Gang, gang, gang.
And these haters ain't fucking with me. Keep it moving, ain't nothing to see. Say he used to get money, that's funny to me. Like that pineapple under the sea. And these haters ain't fucking with me. Keep it moving, ain't nothing to see. Say he used to get money, that's funny to me. Used to get money, that's funny to me. I'm just trying to connect, no lag. I'm a daddy, but I ain't a dad. And she love when I spread it, I'm making a splash. Do I love you? Why you even ask? Like, and I love you, you don't gotta ask. You all love and affection, she won't even mad. Kiss that net, let me grip on that ass. You need calling your stock, and she know that she bad. All my haters ain't making no difference. Talking shit, but he won't get a mention. The game is a race, and I'm picking up distance. He just needed some fame, just needed some fame and attention. She said she love you, don't love you, she got other niggas. Something about my heart cold like the winter. If he tweak on my bro, he get cut out the picture. And I bet that they play this all summer. And the presents it feel like Christmas. On the track, but you know he be running. With the beat, kick my feet up, it's nothing. Like why you be hating on me, go get money. If he acting, you know he a dummy. Life is too short to be hating and bickering. I'm so in love with the money, you know we gon' get to the millions, we getting it. I'm finessing the bag, life in the race, but you know that we running this music shit. But you coming in last, Jackie Chan, and this boy got a super kick, you ain't ready and you don't get the rank. I'm the realest and I know what I do. Trentioo stepping, you don't got no shoes.
We geeked up in the party, these bitches going retarded. Straight Henny, no Bacardi, I'm woo walking at every party. Come to the island, we turned up. Get litty, act nice with the gang. Gang, gang, gang.
And we geeked up in this
Yeah, I
motherfucker.
definitely feel a little more geeked up myself. Shit, after listening to I'm dead ass.
Yeah, was after that one.
Oh, you fucking with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a vibe. It's a vibe. Come to the mic, P Money. You sound like you a small man inside a big tank.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I don't know what happened just there. I couldn't hear it.
Oh, you could
you hear him now?
Go out?
Yeah, the whole thing went out.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But because y'all super duper popular, right? I already know that there's phone calls and everything coming in. So if you go to answer a phone call, it's gonna mute what you hear when you come back in. So sometimes you gotta go out all the way out and come back in. But yo,
okay, that's why. All right, got you.
And I want to ask you this question because I think it's super duper important. We are older than you. So what is your age range when it comes to you guys making music? What is your demographic?
Like what we aim for?
Yeah, what you going for?
What you going for and where you at in this present day? Like your birth years.
What is it at, Brody?
Me personally, I put it at like I aim for maybe because I'm 26 years old, so I aim for from 23 to maybe like 34 because I be around people that's 34, 35 years old, whatever. So and I play my music around them. If they bump into it, they like it. Okay, so now I can just put it out, and now I know what age bracket, and because I be around a whole lot of people, so like
That's your meat. That's
I
your
play
meat.
my music. I play my music, and and if some people don't always like it, some people do, but I don't pay no mind. But I put it as like I aim for like 22 to like mid 30s.
Okay, that's a good range. That's a good range. D, what about you?
See, I'm 30, so I don't know my age range. I don't got no age range. Like, I'm not trying to sound funny, but I feel like I got music for every age range. Like, no cap. Like,
So what I'm saying, I guess the question he trying to get at is like, say, okay, perfect example. You say you 30. So would somebody who's 20, 25, or maybe even 18, would they, you know what I'm saying? Would they be able to relate to something that you're saying?
Oh
Or would
yeah,
you,
yeah, for sure.
or what you spitting is maybe a little bit too advanced. It might go over their head.
See, it mixes. So something like Lollipop,
Yeah.
that
Of
of course,
course.
that's like
Of
some
course. Yeah.
TikTok type of,
That's 100% relatable. I think anybody with that.
Geeked up's really for the bar heads, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And what's crazy is bro would tell you, bro was like he wanted to go to the studio, and he's my brody. He knew I've been rapping,
Yeah.
I stopped rapping. Brody was like, "Oh, I got this," so we go to the studio, and I'm like, I'm about to spaz because this is my bro. Like, it's one thing when you just do a track with somebody, but like we really friends outside of
and we
music.
locked in.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
and it's
even
always
before
better
this
that way.
rap shit, like
there's
before
nothing.
this
You know what I mean?
shit and all that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's always better. That's that organic. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta force it. You ain't gotta force it. Let me ask y'all this. This is an important question. So is it do y'all have the bars written already before y'all get the song popping, or is it like y'all hit a beat and then you get inspired by the beat and y'all maybe write to the track? It's like what's the
I gotta hear that beat. I mean, I could do either way, but I really want to hear that beat, like, because that tells me how I feel, like how I want to, you know what I mean? Like,
So is
there's
it something
sometimes if I get mad, I might look for a certain type of beat.
right?
Because when I'm mad, that's when I'm,
So is
yeah,
it
I can say
something that you got written already and you just throw it to that beat, or you talking about you come up with something to the beat? When you say you gotta hit it,
I'm coming up with something new. I got to.
something fresh.
Because
Okay,
otherwise it don't feel real at the time. I might write a rap and then I don't feel that way 2 weeks later.
So you cooking on the spot. Okay, I feel you. Go ahead.
See, I relate to that too. I can cook up on the spot too, but I also like I could be just chilling, like smoking whatever, just vibing or whatever, or I might just be somewhere out and I think of an ill ass line.
Right.
I write it down, and then you feel me? I go off for that, and then boom, 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 like
piece it together later.
Yeah, we made geek. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how we did certain shit. Like, Geeked Up came together kind of like that. We was just writing some shit. We had to be. We was just playing around with it. Like
Geeked Up. We was just we had a verse, whatever, but like we end up when we was in the engineer, whatever. He was on some like switch it up. It's good to have people like that to tell you, oh, I think you should do this. I think you should do that.
Do that, yeah.
Switched up my whole shit up. My whole Geeked Up was different, and then I just came up with the hook. When we was in there, I was like, yo, like, I feel it. We geeked up.
Because a lot of these rappers, they be capping. And a lot of rappers, they come up here lying, acting like they don't got nobody who tells them, don't do this, don't do that. You capping. Like, and then they the same rappers, you meet them out, and you be like, yo, let me hear some bars or whatever, this and that. And they be like, man,
And then they don't mute.
It's like, bro, just, I just hate that. Like, I'm not too proud to say that. Like, yeah, like, there's definitely times we in the stew, and Brody be like, nah. Like, one time I'm doing a track, Brody like, nah, bro, you gotta sing that shit. Like, I'm like, all right, bet, run it back.
That Ryan
like,
shit.
And then get it because you want them to feel it. We ain't doing this for a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and something that I'm gonna touch on something that you said there is also very important, man. Not to have those yes men around you. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Those crew members
that just that's good.
Want to cling because they see things might be moving in a positive direction, so they want to get on the train. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with spreading the love. You know what I mean? The crew, but at the same time, you can't. If I come to you and I need your opinion, your honest opinion, you know what I'm saying? That's what I need. Don't just tell me because you're trying to keep things moving. You feel me? Because if it sounds like trash, I want you to say, yo, nah, that may be not it right there. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? But you could do better than that, or whatever the case may be. You gotta have those people to tell you, like dude told you about Geeked Up, like, yeah, that might be it right there.
Hell yeah. That shit got switched up.
Yo,
So important.
pardon me. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Someone's knocking on my door.
Go ahead, man. You good? That's so important. That's so important.
All right, so we're gonna remove them real quick so we don't see all the extra. But this is what I want to ask, and I think this is super important because you know there's an age difference between you and D, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not by much. But I want to know what really gave you, because the bio says one thing,
Yeah.
but I can tell you that the way y'all make music and even the way y'all talking about y'all make a project together,
Uh-huh.
um, there being no influence versus there's an influence, but you might not want to reflect on that too much. I think that there's a lot that influence you guys in being able to make your music. So if you could sit there and just think about it real quick, and it don't gotta be a staple on anything, but what influenced you to make music in general? Because I know there had to be something.
Who put the battery in y'all back?
Well, I was making music for maybe when I was like 16 or whatever, but I didn't take it serious.
Right.
You know, I got a song, whatever, on YouTube, whatever. Didn't really take it serious or whatever. But then, like, a couple years ago, I came, I met people, and then which ended up being my group that's right now, TFE.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Shout out TFE.
And
TFE, tell them what it stands for. You can't just put it out
Family
there.
Entertainment. It's the Family Entertainment. TFE.
Yeah, it is. Right.
The Family Entertainment. I came across them and all that. Now we end up being locked in. They all rappers from Long Island.
Okay.
And then
stamp
I started, at first I wasn't really wasn't I was iffy about it.
Right.
But then one day I just did it, and then since then I was like, you know what? Like I got so many songs I never even dropped, but a lot of people heard them because I be around people and I show them my songs. Like I want to get people input before I just drop a song.
Right.
And then that's what really made me really be like, all right, I'm gonna take this like serious. Maybe this can get to the next level if everybody around me telling me these songs is fire and they support me. So why wouldn't I just throw it out there?
Now, what year is this? Because I know P Money's going to ask this question later on anyway. So, what year is this that you feeling like that you feeling like, okay, now it's lit? I think I should. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and go hard with it.
Probably like last year. It's probably like last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last year.
The same question. When did you feel like? When did you feel like it was? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go lock in full time.
I ain't gonna lie, like no cap, like I've been doing this, like
he stopped.
I stopped, like and I deleted my Instagram, like it's a long story, bro. Like life just happened. You know what I mean? Real life.
Was there female involved in the whole deleting of the Instagram?
Nah, bro. Shit just ended up happening, bro. Like
he retired. He did a whole.
I pretty much retired. No cap. Like
nah, for real.
No cap though. Like I stopped rapping. And then everybody for years, like everywhere I'm going, they just like, bro, you still rap,
Yeah,
so I'm like, damn, like I guess I gotta get back to rapping because
that's what happens.
Like I was dropping videos on Facebook, IG, all that. I'm getting 20K views. I'm getting all of that. Like, but I wasn't seeing honestly, I wasn't seeing no money, so I was tight. Like everybody like, oh, you lit. And I'm like, bro, get out my face. Like, I'm not it's cool because it's cool at first. But then in reality, you like, damn, I want to.
Damn, I could have made some more for this. Yeah, no doubt.
But now, Brody, I tapped in. My girl had me back rapping. Like I was going crazy. Started getting back in my shit. Then I tapped in with Brody, and then it's hard for me to put a number on when I was lit. But like, it's been a minute. Like everybody from my town knows I rap. Like it's been like that since high school. Like I'm that dude in the parties who people are like, yo, Nels, freestyle something. Let me hear something, and I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? Because that's just what I do. But it's nothing, Brody. Like,
so Nels,
but this year, we lit.
You just
This
took
is the
you
year.
Mm,
Wait till
y'all
we
just,
drop the
so this the
visuals.
hardest y'all. So this the hardest y'all done went right here this year. This the put.
Oh,
This
we
is
about to
this
go
is the,
crazy though.
Nah, it's about to go. We about to go stupid. I can't even say yeah, no, because
yeah.
we about to
Stupid.
go stupid.
No,
Wait
keep it.
till
You
once
gotta
the
keep it. You gotta
visuals
keep it.
drop for Lollipop, it's gonna go
Yeah.
And shout
crazy.
out to
No,
y'all.
you
Yo,
gotta keep.
look, we some real ones. I'm telling you, when we go up, we gonna reshare all of this. I'm telling you, bro. You gonna be like,
Yo,
damn, that's crazy. Like the
well,
Long
hey, let
Island
me tell
boys.
you something. Let me tell you something. This video gonna live on forever, man. So you can't deny it.
Yep.
We're gonna
Yeah.
hold
Yes,
you to it.
sir.
We're gonna be like, yo, we got you right here.
Facts.
No, for real, man. We appreciate that too. And believe me, if we didn't think that you know what I'm saying, y'all had it in you, you wouldn't even be here in the first place. Because me and
Appreciate it,
P
man.
Money is we hard critics, brother. You know what I'm saying? We
That's
like
how
to
you
tear
gotta be
people
though,
apart.
man.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I appreciate the dedication and the you know what I'm saying, and the energy, man, and the youthful exuberance, be man. Put the work in and continue to do what y'all doing, man. I like the union of, you know what I'm saying, like we was P Money brought the point up earlier that y'all kind of different in age, but at the same time, y'all gel so well together. You feel me? And y'all cover a big demographic. You know what I'm saying? People from all ages and all backgrounds can relate to y'all a little bit more because y'all got that age difference. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's a fact.
it's not a weakness, it's a strength.
That's because we was locked in. I was probably like 14.
Yeah.
When I met you,
Yeah, I was like 15, 14
you
when
was
Brody
like
met me.
13, I feel like.
Maybe I was
Yeah.
young, you feel me? And then
Yeah, you was young. You was young.
I was always around the older group. Like right now,
Yeah.
I'm still around my group. I'm the youngest
Yeah.
one in there. Like, you feel me? I always around that older group. So like now, when with this rapping, we can put that you know that what's lit right now with
Yeah.
the little old school or older generation with it, and then make it work.
Mix it up, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We make it work.
It's just the experience with the new, you know what I'm saying? You got the ear to the street and you got the best of both worlds, man. You can't miss. You can't miss when you got that. And it's genuine. It come from the heart and y'all not forcing it. That's the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the most important thing. You're not forcing it, because when you force that shit, it feels forced, man. It feels forced. People could tell, you know what I mean? Like, they ain't really.
They
I mean,
capping. That's not
it's
real.
like what you said earlier when you was like, "No, y'all spitting the real. Y'all not just, you know what I'm saying? You're not like doing some like what some of these other rappers are doing. They talking it but not living it. So it's authentic, man. It comes through in the music. It comes through in the vibes.
Appreciate you,
How did
man.
y'all? So yeah, what are y'all? How did y'all initially meet? Y'all, like you said, y'all grew up around the same area or something like that.
I'm originally from Riverhead on Long Island.
Yeah.
My mom moved me out of there when I was like 13, 14. I went to West Hampton or whatever. And then I ended up meeting Nels. I ended up meeting mad people,
Yeah,
and
my
then,
cousin and them lived up there. And then I was always up there. Then I ended up moving up there for a few years. So yeah, that's Brody.
And then,
Like seeing him every day, going to
Brody, that's when
parties.
Brody was on it. Yeah, we went to parties together, and I was always the little, the little nigga that always came. I was him.
Yeah.
I was.
So how did you? So since you knew Nels, he was always on that rap shit. You just knew this already.
Yeah, Nels was always on that rap shit. When I met him, that's when he was really lit. Like he was really
So let me ask you this, because you told me you kind of like, you came into it like most recently is kind of when you started going hard with
that's
it.
when
Did he kind of put the battery in your back too to kind of get with the bars and and start doing your thing?
I mean, when we in the studio together, he amped me up and I amped him up.
Right.
Like as in like putting a battery in my back. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah,
but
Brody don't
when
need
we in
that.
the studio,
Yeah.
I don't need it. He don't need it. But when we in the studio, it's different. We vibe
And
to
we
each
be
other, and we
bro.
we vibe.
Even when we
I don't mean now. I'm talking about like in the beginning. I mean when you was first starting out, was it like, okay,
he talking about when I was rapping back in the day, Brody.
Yeah, when you was coming up back in the day.
I was making little bullshit. I wasn't really rapping like that until like I met the team that I'm with right now, TFE. I met all the members in there, and they was rapping, and they was
okay, I got you.
They influenced me to rap. Me being where I am right now in the same
Right.
studio in the
Right.
stew. They being in the studio just chilling. You know, why not get in the booth?
So then,
Why
so
not?
then, so then, once you started doing your thing, spitting, that's when you decided you and Nell should, you know what I'm saying, kind of like put that together, and y'all gonna do like a group thing.
Yeah, sort of. Brody hit me up, wanted to do a song and shit with me or whatever.
And then the shit just worked. And the shit just worked.
Yeah. Then we listened it. We clicked.
Yeah,
we clicked right back,
okay.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't see Brody in a while since like, you know, everybody got their own personal shit and life. I ain't see Brody in a while. Brody hit me up. Boom.
Yeah.
A couple days later, we in that still like, yeah, let's go to the still.
Just like that.
Yeah,
just like
everything it just clicked.
That's
we clicked right back. And since
and,
then we just been locked in. Like,
and that's some of the best shit, the spontaneous out of the blue type shit that just comes together, and then before you know it, bam, you got a masterpiece. I love it, man. I love it.
And everyone said we good on the beat together. Like,
yeah, no doubt, definitely. Y'all voices complement each other. The like I said, the vibe, the energy, everything is on point, man. For you. Go ahead, P Money. Where you been, brother? You was in the closet.
Yeah, you disappeared,
I don't know
man.
what happened. I lost and everything. I was like, what the hell?
Man.
I was sending text messages and everything. I was like, yo,
we over here getting geeked up without you, man.
No,
that shit slap. Everybody run it up on Spotify, all platforms.
Straight up.
And it's real the way y'all bring it together and the way you guys are able to get on that track together. Like
y'all got to join on any other streaming platform besides Spotify?
It's on everywhere.
Platform.
It's on every platform. Every platform you can think of.
Give everybody, get the people y'all social too, man, so they know where to fuck with you.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram. D-Nelz is music. That's DNELZISMUSIC. Big on all this shit for real. Shout out to the Ryan Show too, for real. That's my boy.
Big shout out to the Ryan Show and everybody. I go by the name of Who That Trentioo, also known as Trentioo the Stepper. You can follow me at Who That Trentioo, WHODATTTRENTIO. That's WHODATTRENTIOO on all platforms. Hit me up. Let me know what's up. I support everybody. I support locals. I support everyone who support me. It's just, you know.
Now I got that one question for you, and this is always the question that stumps everybody. What was that first bar you spit when you knew you was built for this shit?
The first bar.
That first bar. When you was
when I first started rapping?
Yeah, or not even when you first started rapping. Even after
you could have been rapping for a while, but he's talking about that first line, one line where you was like, yeah, that's it.
I wish my Brody Perk was here right now because he would be able to tell you like that.
He got your shit memorized.
That's my boy. Yeah, Perp. Like if you hear my music, you're gonna hear I always shout out my Brody Perp. You're gonna see him. He don't do music. That's just my Brody. You know.
I got you. I know that. I know what you're talking about.
And that's bro. You know what I mean? But it's hard to say with the first line, bro. I've been rapping I just rap, bro.
Yeah, I also that's a hard question also because I have a lot of songs that I haven't even dropped yet.
Catalog is too crazy.
You know, like I have a decent amount of catalog. Like I can drop a couple songs, like you know. So like I wouldn't say I have a favorite bar or line. Like,
so tell
when you listen to music, right? When you listen to your music, even the stuff that's out right now, right? We're just saying Lollipop, Geeked Up, and some of the other joints, right? There's probably that joint when you hear it, right? Because I know you probably go back and listen to it or whatever, just to be like, yo, did I really just do that? So let's just say
the whole song. I don't got a bar. If you say it in that point, the whole song just make me turned up. It makes me like, oh snap! Like we just did something with this. Like I don't the bar. I can't. Really
We did
say
something with that. No cap though. No cap.
Like that one bar, I can't just pick out that one bar. The whole song though, you know, that will amp me up. That you know, I listen to the song from beginning to end. Not even just like at the end of the song, I'm like, oh, that song was pretty good. Whole song, I'm dancing. I'm geeked up. Like we geeked up. Like,
Yo, you know what my favorite line is?
Yeah.
Your favorite line?
My favorite line is, and these haters ain't fucking with me. That's my favorite line. No cap. I love getting on there talking that shit for real.
What's
That
next?
should be
What's
real
next?
raps.
What's next, fellas? What's the next? What's the new project that's coming?
Oh, right now we about to drop Lollipop video, and then we working on, you know, we got songs. We about to go in the studio and cook up. You know, me and Brody doing what we got to do. But right now we focusing on more visuals. We got to get these visuals out so people can see us more, and see what's really
crazy.
like, you know, instead of.
Y'all take it easy on that on those visuals for that Lollipop video, because I know it could go left real quick.
The pictures I got already in my head.
I already know.
I know.
It's only right though. It's only right. It's only right.
It is. It is only right. It is only right.
We got to do it the right way though. We really gonna turn up though.
Yeah, just you know what I'm saying. I know you're gonna have fun with it, man. But you know what I'm saying. Remember, you want to get views too.
Yeah.
P Money, they gonna go wild with it. Oh man.
Nah, yeah, it's gonna go wild. I promise.
Yeah, man, make sure y'all hit us up, man, because we gotta have that, man, for sure. So
No, for real. And trust and believe, a new segment that we gonna start doing is Thirst Trap of the Week.
Yeah,
right. So, yo, because not for nothing, on IG, Facebook, and all social media platforms, OnlyFans and all that, there's a lot of thirst traps out there.
It is.
Yeah, and you gonna be like, yo, I need that. You get it, and you be like, you want to throw it back, but they caught off.
Yeah, but I just want to clarify. I'm cuffed. I don't care. Don't get me into none of that shit. I'm only about music and money. You dig?
No.
I just had I'm just saying. You know, I just had to throw that out there.
Yeah, that's for his own protection. P Money, you know how it goes. Yeah, that's for his own protection.
Right now.
That man trying to keep the peace.
I'm totally real facts.
I feel you, my Jay. You trying to keep.
But you're right about the thirst trap. They be out there though.
No, they be out there.
Yeah.
And we going to the thirst trap. Not that I'm looking for the thirst trap or whatever, but they be out there. But they do catch your attention. They do for the moment.
They definitely do.
Doesn't mean you going to do anything with them or whatever it is, but they get caught up, and sometimes people can't decipher the difference between entertainment and reality.
Okay.
So when it comes to the video, the visuals that I see is Thirst Trap Central. Right? I just
Lollipop video is gonna go crazy.
Yeah, nah. It's all right.
But I see it already, and I expect it, and I know you guys. But before we get up out of here,
okay,
right, we need to talk about this one thing.
What's up?
Because when I was chopping it up with Ryan, and Ryan was like, "Yo, this situation happened. I got these people I need you to have on your situation." And I was like, "Okay, what's up?" And he's like, "Yo, they was opening up for Cassidy."
Facts.
Yeah.
How was that?
We can't just act like that didn't happen.
Y'all got to talk about that before you go.
We was that going to just act like it didn't happen too. We was just
that was pretty lit.
I already knew about it, but I was just waiting to get to that. But you know,
tell the people about that, man. Before we let y'all get out of here, man, go ahead and talk about that real quick. What was that?
Yo, first off, I'm gonna just say, you know, shout out to Cass. Like, he a real one though. Like, no Cass.
We had Cass on the show. We interviewed him, man.
Cassidy is real.
Nah, he real for real. He a real one, bro.
Expect someone like him with the, you know, the fame or whatever you want to call it, the clout or, you know, the name itself, like, wouldn't be as humble he is. Like, we wasn't even gonna perform. That's the whole crazy part.
Fact, they wasn't even gonna let us rap for him.
They wasn't gonna let us rap or whatever. So we went outside, and then Cassidy left. We thought he left. He came walking back, you know, and I'm not like, you know, like, I like to talk. So like, I'm like, oh, let me go say something to Cass real quick. Yeah, you know, I introduced myself. I'm like, yo, what's up? It's Trentioo. Boom, boom, boom. He like, oh, what's up? Boom, boom, boom. Dap me up. Everything. Humble.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we were supposed to perform for you or whatever. And he was
He
like,
was like,
well,
"What
what
happened?"
happened? I'm like, oh, I don't even know. He like, what? Come in there right now. Come on. Come in there right now. So, you know, I tapped Brody. Come on, we in there. Cassidy, I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you.
Damn right.
His entourage or whatever. So I let them go first. All his people went first. But I'm right there. Boom.
Yeah.
And we just went on there and we just performed. And that's one thing he said he liked about us, like how he just said how that just happened. And then like we went up there and we right on front. Like boom.
And y'all know Cassidy is about bars, bro. Like you could see it. He was rocking, like, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't no funny shit. Like,
I don't
you
know
know,
if y'all seen the video or not, but you know the whole video
he rocking.
You know,
He chopped it
the
up with
whole
us
time.
after he gave us advice. You know what I mean?
He gave us, you know, some advice and all that. And then, you know, we had a nice conversation with him and everything.
And then that was that. Like, facts.
Now, people, let that be a lesson to you. When the opportunity knocks, you better be ready. You feel me?
It might not never come again. You know.
Yep. Some people is ready to go, and some people is ready to know. You feel me? You got to be ready to go.
We definitely was ready to go. Once he said, "Come on, y'all about to," we were right with my bud. That shit was right though.
And I know that Jack shot off. I didn't see the video. I seen the you know, the still shot.
Okay.
And I would say this. I appreciate that you guys really embrace the opportunity, because a lot of people are not ready for that.
Yeah.
But y'all prepared for it, right? So y'all was at war before you had to go to war. So you know that when that phone call came, or that just you having that conversation, he was like, "Yo, let's go." You was ready, and that's what I want a lot of these independent artists to understand, that you got to be ready all the time, because you never know when opportunity is going to present itself.
All the time. You put me in it. Look, you put me in a room with any rapper, Meek, Lil Wayne, same with Brody. We geeked. We turned. You about to hear this. You about to hear this. Even if you don't want to hear it, you're going to hear it.
Yeah, I'm not going to
rock with it.
I'm going to just be myself. Like, that's, you know, like, I don't
Y'all here just turned up. Like, it's geeked up. Like, for real. Even when we not doing our music, even when we listen to other people's music, when we rock it out, we turned up. Like, all the time.
Hey, well, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, man.
That's a
all
fact.
So, and that's what's up. And I just want to say that that's the staple for every independent artist. And trust and believe, we going to stay in contact. You going to get this full video. You can chop it up however way you want to chop it up to get it out there. But for real, what you guys are doing and you being able to be ready and to be in that right is important. And y'all was in the right room and got the right opportunity at the right time, because you was prepared for it, and that's it. There ain't nothing else to say about that. Y'all was good and ready to go. And I'm glad that you got that opportunity, because for real, we don't get that opportunity too much, being the hue that we are, and they always give us that. Now we not even relevant when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And y'all was ready for it, and y'all was in a room with somebody that's been great and been doing shit longer than probably half of the people that listen to music right now been alive.
A veteran. Don't even, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't even give him his flowers like they should, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's definitely a good one to know, man. And he has a genuine love for the music too.
Hell yeah.
He loves hip hop.
And he's humble. He's humble. You would be surprised as him to be like as humble he is.
Yeah, man.
Because like we're upcoming artists, like, but you know, people starting to realize, but we still upcoming artists. Like, he took the time out to listen to us. Like,
yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Embracing the culture and moving it forward. That's all I ask. Keep it moving.
On
Keep
to
it
the
moving
next
forward.
now, man.
Fellas, man, we gotta let y'all go because we got a little bit more show left. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all coming and chopping it up with us and letting the people lock in with you, and you know what I'm saying, see what you all about, man. I know they definitely gonna lock in with that video when y'all get done with it. I can't wait to see it myself.
Yeah.
You already know, man. We're gonna send it over to y'all.
Yeah, man.
We need those.
We
I got you.
Yeah,
All
so Even if
Y'all
you
be-
got Ryan to get it to us, just make
Yeah.
sure that you get it to us.
You
I
already
got
know.
you. I got you.
Yeah, man. But y'all be easy, man. I appreciate
And that's
y'all.
how you gonna follow me right
Have a
there on the
good one.
bottom of the screen. Right? That's PROFIT radio_NY. That's how you gonna follow me. That's how you follow my man Shawn right here. That's what it is for real, for real.
Better.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's what it is. And all day it's the spot, y'all, for real.
Yeah, shout out to the spot. We out.
Appreciate y'all.
Li, Li
Later.
sauce.
Yo, that's
That
what's up.
Li, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo.
like I said, it's a lot of talent that comes from Long Island, but people forget, man. You know what I mean? It's been a while since you had one, but you know people forget. It's a whole lot of talent from LI, whole lot.
No, but what it is, and I think when it comes to hip hop, and I hate to say it this way, I don't even know why I said it, that particular statement probably 80 times tonight, is that when it comes to hip hop, we only respect certain areas, right? So, the 5 boroughs, we respect that, right? And outside of, I'm from Harlem, but a lot of the music that resonated the most for me wasn't from Harlem.
Right. I hear you.
Like it was from the Bronx, and it was from Brooklyn when it came to hip hop, right? That was those situations that happened that just resonated so much for me. And then we had the Harlem movement or whatever it was. We had the Queens movement or whatever. But it was more the bees that carried hip hop in the era that had it to carry it the most. So I'm just glad that we could look outside of that, because when I first started, I was like, y'all niggas ain't hard in Long Island. Niggas ain't hard in Queens. And I ain't even think niggas was hard in Brooklyn, because it was all one island.
I remember the first time as a young kid, I went out to LI. We was going to Jones Beach, and I remember many years ago they used to do something called the Greek Fest. That's where all the fraternities and sororities used to go out there to the beach and, you know what I'm saying, walk around and mingle and, chill, whatever. It was peaceful. It was peaceful then. And that was the first time I realized that there were so many black people in Long Island. Because before then, I had never went out there, you know what I mean? And I was like, damn. I was like, they out here. We out here too. I was like, we everywhere. So,
one of the first times outside of Orchard Beach, the other beach I went to was Jones Beach. And I was like, yo, this is what's up. But what I want to do is, because we run the show on time, so I want to make sure we get into the old school joint of the day, and then we're gonna come back, get into the new school, and then we're gonna touch a little bit on this hip hop news. Then we're gonna get up out of here for y'all. You heard? You already know. So new school first, old school second, hip hop news after. Let's get it, y'all.
And we was just talking about Cass, and lo and behold, look at that right there. New school joint of the week. Well, I don't know what happened to P Money. I guess he's having technical difficulties. Well, I guess I could go ahead and do the hip hop news, even though he's not here to do the intro. Oh, hey, y'all. Hey, here he is. Can you hear me? I can't hear you, P.
You can't hear me?
There you go. I hear you now. Okay. You came at just the right time. I was just about to go ahead.
No, I'm here.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna get into the hip hop news, and we're gonna
close. Yeah, go ahead. Let's jump in. Let's get it out of the way. Then you can hit the video on the way.
And shout out to the super producer Prophet Pete, because this nigga be
doing
this.
Yeah, man, for real, holding it together with duct tape.
Let's get it, y'all.
You.
High level radio, only on 106.1 high level FM. It's about that time of the night. Let's get into these smooth grooves one time for the one time.
It's your boy Shawn Wreck. I'm just trying to live, trying to turn sandcastles to pyramids. You already know. Back like I left something. So this week with the hip hop news, I don't know if y'all know it or not, but Jack Harlow now has a KFC meal. Yes. Now, when I first heard the story, I thought it was some coonery, some buffoonery, but I did have to stop and pause for a second and remember Jack Harlow is from Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Louisville. So that KFC meal, I know you're probably saying, what does that consist of, right? Right? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. Spicy chicken sandwich, mac and cheese, secret recipe fries, whatever that is. Sounds interesting. And a lemonade. That's gonna be the Jack Harlow KFC meal. So y'all be on the lookout for that, all you hungry KFC eaters. Shouts out to Rollo. They're gonna give him 8 years for intent to distribute. So with the time served, looks like he's going to be home late 2023. So all the Rollo supporters and fans, your boy will be home soon. Shouts out to Rollo. Shouts out to Max B too. You know what I'm saying? We need the Silver Surfer home as well. Jeezy and Gucci are performing on the same stage. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the We the Streets tour that's going on, but they are sharing a stage. They've been performing. Everything has been loved. They're getting a bag together. So shouts out to them, man. You know, if you could put your beef aside and get a bag, it's a beautiful thing and an example that we need to set for the youth as well. Now, this is really going to blow your head off because I didn't know about this, man. Maybe I'm just late to the party, but I did not know that 50 Cent moved to Texas. Did you know this? I did not know this. P Money is I'm not P Money. 50 Cent is a Houston, Texas resident. No longer lives in New York. You know what I'm saying? They gave him a mural down there. He's got some kind of G University going on where I think he's training kids to I don't know, I don't want to say what field or what occupation he's training them for because I don't know. I just kind of caught wind of it today. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea this was going on, but shouts out to fucking 50 Cent, philanthropist, entrepreneur. You know, come to the mic, P Money. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Yo, you can hear me? All right, I'm trying to.
Gotta wiggle the cord or something.
I'm gonna talk a little louder.
There you go. There you go.
Talk loud.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, man. So that's a beautiful thing. So that's your hip hop news this week.
Yeah, and you know, for those of you that didn't know, 50 went from New York to Atlanta. Now he's in Texas. Right, but the opportunities, and I want to say this: when it comes to entrepreneurship, you gotta get in where you fit in or where your money stretches a lot longer. We already know 50 ain't hurting for nothing.
And we know this other thing about 50. He's very strategic, so every move is made and is very calculated. So if he's down there, believe me, spreading money around is for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely going to be some kind of a monetary gain, to say the least. It's going to be in his favor just for doing that.
Of course.
Trust and believe.
Of course. So, you know, I ain't on
playing
50
chess,
level.
playing chess, not checkers.
I ain't on 50 level, but I can tell you I left New York and I'm in the Atlanta area right now. Texas might be the next move. I'm just
Man,
saying.
and shouts out to everybody that's going through this crazy rent fiasco. People's rent are getting doubled in places, especially like Cali, Nevada, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Of course, NY has always been ridiculous, and you know, the cost of living is just out of hand. I don't think you should be. Truthfully, I don't think you should be paying anything over like 1,200-1,500 for a damn apartment, B, for some shit that you don't even own. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn where it is. It could be on the beachfront property for all I care. You know what I'm saying? I think it should be a cap on that type of shit, because to have to pay $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month for where you lay your head, for where all your stuff is, that is just ridiculous, B. I mean, unless you live in a half a palace or something, you understand? But for an apartment, for some shit that's not even yours, nah, man. I just don't see the logic in it, man. I think there should be some kind of legislation in place for something like that not to be able to happen, because a lot of people are getting put out, man. They sleeping in hotels and you know what I mean,
Right.
living in the streets, bro. It's real. Working people.
And we watch too much reality TV, so it gives us this I want to say
False image.
false image of reality, right? And to sit there and be like, yo, I need a $4,000-5,000 a month rent on an apartment is ridiculous. Because
Man,
literally, in order to pay for it, you spending, and I don't give a
you working
what any
2-3 jobs just to pay rent. Just to pay
to pay
rent.
to go to sleep, and then half the time you only sleep
You ain't
4
even
hours.
there. You ain't even there. You out working more than you are at home. You're not even you can't even enjoy the shit.
Right. So pay attention to that. And yo, not for nothing. And talking to my people and all that, they like, yo, you know what life is the best life out here? The motherfuckers that got trailers and RVs. Because these
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers is living in their house and they go where they need to go in the moment. They
Yep.
drive to the spots that they making
Exactly
money
right.
on what
Exactly
they
right. Paying no rent. And we laughing at them, but they like, ha ha ha.
they laughing at us even harder.
Yep,
Yo,
like
but
you mugs is killing yourself. We know we didn't do a top 5 this week because you know what I'm saying we were pressed for time and we had some technical difficulties. So I could
we
read it
gonna
if y'all want to know what it is.
oh yeah, pop it off.
Top 5 of the week, no particular order. Uh Chance the Rapper, Bar About a Bar. Second, we had Mike Handz featuring L Undercover. That's called City to City. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. Shouts out to It's Them Records. My man OT, The Real, and Freeway. They have a joint called Hardcore. Very hard, very hard. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out the whole Philly. Benny the Butcher, Super Plug. Y'all know about that. Make sure you got that album in your life. Also, go check out that Ricky High project that just dropped. And last but not least, on the top five of the week, no particular order. Moneybagg, yo, see what I'm saying? Like that video too, man. A lot of energy. The young boys doing it in there. So that's the top 5 for this week. Y'all go check that on the tube.
Yeah, so what we gonna do, we gonna get to this old school joint today, and after that, we gonna check out. You heard?
Yeah, because we are over, but you know that's all right. We started a little late, and then we got to make sure and give y'all a full show because that's what we do. It's the
Yeah, heard? Gang, gang.
Now we got nutcrackers, body snatchers, and heart attackers. Mazda 3 combined, plus other chapters. I kick more flips than acrobatics. So you're plastic, couldn't get more charged than my dramatics. Don't pack it, but got friends that'll let you have it. Don't start it, or else they'll have to grab it. Insane till all my pain is out my brain. The driver skull remains, another MC slain. Moving the ciphers on the lighter with the fire. You're purple, going in circles like those Goodyear tires. Liars and labels on the other sides of tables. When I unravel, I be kicking more channels in the cables. I'm ready, willing, and able to end your lifeline. Your windpipe's mine, cause I'm inclined to kick the right rhyme. So very hardcore that you hit the hard floor score.
Woo!
Yeah,
Man,
right. Those black
I'm
and white videos that
I missed that kind of hip hop right there, boy. Oh man, that was a good time right there for hip hop. And if anybody that might be asking, yes, that was MC Light in the video, but that wasn't MC Light song. That was Lin Que. You know what I'm saying? Go do your research. Super hard.
Yeah. So here we
Let it
go.
fall.
So you
You
already know.
mad low again, like Lou Rawls and shit.
Oh, I
Oh,
got it.
Barry
I got
White.
it.
There you go. There you go.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got to raise my voice a little bit. Messing around with these different mixes all the time, depending on where I'm at. Because I could be in the city and you don't even know because I be playing with your girl titties.
And holding it together with Gorilla Glue.
I'm telling you. So you already know, man, it's your boy PROFIT_radio_NY. We get it lit, man, because you already know it's the spot. Yo, my homie, man, let them know where they can find you.
You can hit your boy on the gram. A lot of y'all been doing that. It's DJ Shawn, recognized DJ SHAWNRECOGNIZE. You can also hit me up on Twitter The short version is DJ Shawn Rec, DJ SHAWNREC. But remember, all of my friends could call me Rex. So you better recognize.
Gang. And we out of here, y'all. You heard? Gang, gang. Just remember, if it says profit on your girl phone, it's me. Nah, I mean,